Does your cat do strange things you just write off as silly quirks, like suddenly climbing onto your chest to stare deep into your soul? In reality, a profound hidden message is behind every single action. Here at Meow Soul, we know feline behavior scientists have studied these mysteries for decades, discovering shocking reasons for your furry friend's most common habits. Today, we are decoding 10 strange things cats do and what they actually mean without making you wait. And stay tuned, because the final secret about why they suddenly jump on you will absolutely surprise you. Let's begin. Number 1. The Midnight Chest Climber. Picture this. You're finally settling under the covers, and suddenly there is a warm 10-pound weight planted firmly on your ribs. You might have heard the old wives' tale that they are trying to steal your breath, or maybe you just assume they want a 3 a.m. snack. The truth is much sweeter. Cats naturally run a little hotter than we do. To your feline friend, your chest is simply the best, coziest radiator in the house, but it goes far beyond just stealing your body heat. As they rest there, they feel the steady rhythm of your heartbeat and the gentle rise and fall of your breathing. This physical connection perfectly mimics the profound safety they felt as tiny kittens cuddled up with their mother. It is the ultimate compliment. They are telling you, I trust you completely, and you are my safe place. But speaking of feeling your heartbeat, what happens when those incredibly tuned-in senses pick up on a subtle, invisible shift inside your body, something even your own doctor hasn't noticed yet? Number 2. The feline sixth sense. We have all heard those incredible stories from fellow cat parents. A normally independent kitty suddenly refuses to leave their owner's side, laying firmly on their chest just hours before a medical emergency. Or a feline friend that insists on curling up against a specific part of the body where an illness is later discovered. It sounds like magic, but it is purely biology. Your cat's senses are extraordinarily tuned into you. They can detect microscopic changes in your body temperature, your breath, and subtle shifts in your daily habits. When they sense your internal rhythm is off, their instinct is to stay close, comfort you, and protect you. They are standing guard over their favorite human. But while they might be your gentle guardian angel during vulnerable moments, sometimes their way of showing deep affection feels a little sharp. What exactly goes through their minds when a peaceful bonding session suddenly takes a prickly turn, leaving you wondering if you've accidentally crossed a hidden line? Number 3. The gentle love bite. You're enjoying a quiet evening, gently stroking your cat's soft fur, when suddenly chomp. They gently gnaw on your fingers. Your immediate thought might be, did I do something wrong? Or, is my sweet companion turning aggressive? Rest assured, a nibble that doesn't break the skin is actually a profound compliment. Often called a love bite, this quirky habit is their way of saying they are overwhelmed with affection for you. Alternatively, it can serve as a polite, gentle warning that they are getting slightly overstimulated from all the petting and just need a tiny breather. It is completely different from a real defensive bite meant to cause harm. But speaking of sudden bursts of energy, have you ever witnessed your dignified, elegant feline suddenly transform into a furry race car tearing down the hallway as if escaping an invisible monster? Number 4. The post-poop Zoomies. You are sitting quietly enjoying a good book when suddenly your cat tears out of the hallway like a furry rocket skidding across the living room rugs. If you check the litter box, you will quickly find the culprit. Why do they run like they have seen a ghost right after doing their business? While it is a hilarious spectacle, this behavior is deeply rooted in their wild ancestry. In nature, a cat's scent is a dead giveaway to larger predators. By burying their waste and sprinting away from the scene of the crime, they ensure no enemy can track them. Plus, the physical relief actually stimulates a major nerve in their body, giving them a literal feeling of euphoria. But what happens when that high-speed energy fades into a slow, rhythmic, and sometimes rather painful massage? You know the routine. You're comfortably lounging, and suddenly your bare legs become a human dough pad for a set of very sharp, needle-like tools. Why do they insist on turning you into a prickly bakery? Number 5. Ouch. Aggressive kneading with claws. You're unwinding in your favorite chair, wearing your comfortable summer shorts. Your sweet kitty hops into your lap, begins to purr, and starts making biscuits. But instead of soft paws, they unleash a set of tiny needles directly into your bare skin. Why do they knead so aggressively? While it feels like an acupuncture session gone wrong, it is actually a profound display of pure bliss. This rhythmic motion is a leftover reflex from nursing as kittens, a behavior they use to stimulate their mother's milk. When they use their claws, they aren't trying to hurt you. They are simply so relaxed and lost in that comforting memory that they lose control of their reflexes. Instead of scolding them and breaking that bond, just keep a thick protective blanket nearby. Now, speaking of finding the perfect spot to get cozy, have you ever spent a small fortune on a luxurious plush throne for your furry royalty, only to watch them completely ignore it in favor of the literal garbage it arrived in? Number 6. The Cardboard Box Fortress. You proudly unwrap a plush $50 luxury bed for your feline royalty, only to watch them promptly ignore it and squeeze into the cheap shipping box it came in. While it feels like a snub to your generosity, it is actually pure instinct. In the wild, cats are ambush predators, so enclosed spaces provide a cryptic hiding spot that makes them feel incredibly safe, significantly lowering their stress hormones like cortisol. Furthermore, corrugated cardboard is a fantastic insulator. A cat's ideal thermoneutral zone is between 86 and 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Since our homes are usually much cooler than that, these simple boxes help them stay perfectly toasty without burning extra calories. It is their very own stress-free personal sauna. But what happens when they finally leave their cozy cardboard castle and decide to completely redesign your coffee table? You know the exact look, the unblinking eye contact, the slow raise of the paw, and the inevitable crash of your favorite water glass. Are they secretly little scientists studying the laws of gravity, or is there a much more calculated, manipulative motive behind this sudden urge for destruction? Number 7. The Gravity Tester. You are enjoying your morning coffee and reading the paper when your cat slowly approaches a pen on the table. They look you right in the eye and gently swat it off the edge. Crash. Are they aspiring physicists studying the laws of gravity? Not quite. They are actually studying you. Cats are incredibly observant and highly intelligent. They have learned that the absolute fastest way to get your undivided attention, whether they want to treat a petting session or just to cure their boredom, is to cause a little chaos. It is a learned, mischievous behavior. To them, your reaction is the ultimate reward. If you want this little habit to stop, the best response is simply to ignore the falling object. But while a dropped pen might feel like a tiny act of rebellion, what does it mean when they decide to bring something to you? Imagine stepping out of bed in the morning only to find a very specific, sometimes slightly gruesome present waiting on your slippers. Are they trying to insult your ability to provide for yourself? Or is there a much deeper, more tribal meaning behind this strange and surprising offering? Number 8. The Unwanted Gifts. You wake up, stretch your legs, and step right onto a soggy toy mouse, or worse, a real one. Your first instinct might be to scream, followed closely by the thought, "Does my cat think I'm starving?" We have often been told that cats bring us their prey because they think we are terrible, clumsy hunters who need to learn. But let's reframe that perspective. Bringing you their catch is actually a sign of care, not an insult. In the wild, cats share their bounty with their closest relatives. By bringing you their prized catch, they are letting you know that they are doing their part as a family member. They consider you a vital part of their pack. You aren't a bad hunter. You are their beloved giant hairless kitten. But speaking of profound displays of affection, how often do you look deeply into your cat's eyes? There is a secret silent code hidden right in their gaze, a fleeting, almost invisible gesture that is the ultimate declaration of feline love. Are you completely missing this incredibly subtle, silent whisper? Number 9. The Slow Blink. You are sitting across the living room and you catch your feline companion staring intently at you. Suddenly, they let out a long, exaggerated, slow blink. Are they simply falling asleep, or is it something more? According to feline experts, this gentle gesture is actually known as a kitty kiss. In the animal kingdom, closing your eyes in the presence of another creature is the ultimate display of vulnerability and submission. By doing this, your cat is telling you, "I feel completely safe with you." It is a profound declaration of love and absolute trust. The next time you witness this beautiful silent whisper, try returning the favor by slow blinking right back at them. But while a gentle gaze can speak volumes, what about a physical embrace? Imagine a soft, warm scarf gently draping around your leg on a chilly evening. What is the hidden heartfelt message when your cat decides to offer their very own furry version of a reassuring hug? Number 10. The tail wrap. You are standing in the kitchen preparing dinner and your cat weaves between your ankles. Suddenly they stop and gently curl their tail completely around your calf. We spend so much time watching a cat's tail for signs of anger or fear, but what does this soft embrace mean? In the feline world, a tail wrap is the equivalent of a warm, loving hug. It is a special greeting reserved only for their most trusted favorite companions. By physically tethering themselves to you, they are demonstrating absolute comfort and a deep, peaceful bond. It is their very own way of holding your hand. But as we unravel these silent, furry mysteries, we realize the conversation doesn't end here. There is a whole universe of unspoken language happening right inside your living room, just waiting to be decoded. Our cats may not speak our language, but they are constantly communicating their love and needs to us every single day. We would love to welcome you to the Meow Soul family. Please drop a comment below and tell us, what is your beloved cat's name? And what strange, funny, or mysterious behavior do they do that you want us to decode in our next video?